Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial session on my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Olo Designs and you're in to learn how you can create a dripping effect on CorelDRAW. So without further ado, let's jump right into this particular session. Okay guys, as you have seen, we've already created our workspace, and as I always tell you guys, I work in 1000 by 1000 pixels. My primary color code is RGB, resolution is set to 300 dpi. So now we already have our workspace set up. So now let's bring in the elements we're going to be using for this tutorial session, which is the images, and which is the image and the effects tool we are going to use, the effects file we are going to use. So let's just quickly drag them into CorelDRAW. Okay, so now in this tutorial video we are going to be learning how we can create a dripping effect. Okay, we are going to be learning how to create a dripping effect. So we are just going to reduce this and this. Now one thing you need to know is if you want to follow along in this tutorial session, the materials will be, the link to download the materials will be made available for you in the link below. So now we already have this our tool here. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to try and separate this vector file. This is a vector file for the splash effect. So we're going to try to separate it, okay? Because this one on top is the glossy one, and we need to separate it. So what you need to do is you click on it, then you ungroup with Ctrl U. You ungroup with Ctrl U. So now let's remove this upper part, this one. Let's remove this, is the one we are going to be doing away with. We are going to be deleting this and this. So let's just highlight all of this and delete them also. So this is the one we'll be working with. This particular one is the one we will be working with. So now, having done that aside, now this is an image I downloaded from FreePic. I downloaded this image from FreePic. Okay, but in this case I've already removed the background so that we can have our plain stuff with us. I've already removed the background, and this PNG file of the background removal will be made available to you also in the folder. But if you also want to try to remove the background yourself, you want to start everything from scratch, this particular image will be made available for you also in the material. So the next thing we are going to do is we are just going to bring this our PNG file to the middle by pressing P. Now we'll increase the bits. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is we can't necessarily use this because we are trying to create an effect. Okay, we are trying to create an effect from below. We're trying to create something like this, and if we should reduce it, we might not totally get what we are looking for. Shift page up to bring it to the front. We might not get what you're looking for, so let's color it white. So we might not get what we are looking for. Okay, so the best thing we are going to do is we can work this way quite alright. We can actually work this way, okay, but we want something more intuitive. But in this meantime, this is one method. Okay, so let's just copy this with Ctrl C, and then we paste it, then we drag. Now this is what I want to teach you guys. I'll quickly come, then first of all I will have to bring this one down below a bit. Okay, now I'll quickly come, then create a little box. This is more of if you really want to just go full blown, then I'll just create a little box like this. Okay, I'll create a little box like this. Then let's just give it this color, the color of this background. Let's give it the color of this background. Like I've always taught you, to bring out your color eyedropper tool is Shift Ctrl E. Now we take it, we highlight so that we can highlight that vector file. Then we bring it to the front with Shift page up. Now we have this. So the next thing we are going to do is we are going to click on this vector file, this dripping effect. Then we click on this box. Then we come to our pan finder tool here and use trim. We use what? Trim. We use trim. Now we have it here. Though we have this also, but we have this here with us. Now let's duplicate this so that we can create a different method. Now we duplicate, you drag and you drop by holding your left key to drag, then you use your right key to duplicate. Now we have this here. Now the next thing you're going to do, which is very simple, is let's quickly create another background. Let's create a background for this. You know, I always like working with a base. Let's create a background for this. Now we give it this. Let's use more like a gradient. Let's just get. I love gradient. I don't know why. I'm just so obsessed with gradient colors these days. So we give it a gradient color. Then I think this is cool. Let's just leave it this way. Then we take this to the back. We remove the outline. Then shift page down to the back. Then we color this stuff yellow. Okay. Now having done that, you can leave it white, but you just anyway do it any way you want to do. Don't limit your creativity to just what I say. Expand your creativity yourself. So the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to highlight. You're going to click on this. Then you hold your shift key. Then you tap on the image. Okay. You first of all, what you need to do is what you click on this. Then you hold while holding your shift key, you tap on the image. Then you come to this place. This is your Pathfinder layer here. Then you click on trim. And once you click on trim, the next thing you're going to do is you're just going to delete this away. And there you have your effects. And there you have your effects with you. So now you can see that even if you change the background, the effect is always there. Wow, I love this color. So you can see that even if no matter how much you change your background, the effect is there. Okay? No matter how much you change your background, the effect remains there. The effect remains what? The effect remains the same. Okay? So that is basically how you can create a paint dripping effect on CorelDRAW. Now the other way which I want to teach you is, if you notice in this case, this dripping seems to be going up into her body, but the real one I want to teach you now is if she was the one dripping out, okay, which was the one actually dripping out the paint. So now that is now where this other second method is going to come in. You have been able to do this effect. Now let's work on this let's work on this effect. Now we just duplicate this. Like I always tell you guys, always duplicate whatever you're working with. Okay, always duplicate whatever you're working in, so that in case you make an error, you can easily go back and take from what you've duplicated and correct it. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to just bring this in. Okay, you're going to bring this in. Now let's take it to the front with shift page up. You can see that we already get what we want. Let's take it in and use shift page up. Then we bring it and we enlarge a bit so that it can cover all the bases. Now the next thing you're going to do is simply, as we did earlier, you click on the effects. Then you tap on the lady. Then you go to trim. Now you remove this one, and there you have your dripping effects. Now you can also likewise change the background colors to whatever you want, and the dripping effect is there. Okay, this is a way of creating a drip effect, a paint dripping effect on CorelDRAW. So whichever way you want to do it, whichever style you want to use is your choice. But I prefer this one over this one. I prefer this one over this one. So this is a way of you creating your dripping effect on CorelDRAW. So if you want to follow along, make sure to download the link to the the tutorial material down in the description below. And if you love this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that more people can see this particular video. And please try to share the link to this YouTube channel so that more people can subscribe and learn the way you're learning. So until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Peace.